Hello, my name is Abria Ashford, and we'll be talking about pink tax today. How many of you guys have been a victim to pink tax? If you are a woman, young lady, young girl, or even someone who may identify as female, you have definitely been a victim of pink tax. There is very little ways to get around it. I will not say that in present day it is everywhere, but there is still very many stores and brands that do participate in this method, I will call it, because that's what it is. It is a strategy to help boost business and profit, but it is very hurtful and it is harmful, not necessarily to someone's life, but to their stability and their mental stability, their financial stability. It puts a lot of things in danger, but many women on this planet do not know about pink tax, nor are they familiar with the term. So that is why I am here, and we are going to get into it. So let's talk about what pink tax is exactly. It is not official government tax. Um, this type of tax is from the manufacturers or the distributors that choose to boost the price based on its demand, is what I'm going to call it. Um, Women products are very much in higher demand than men's. We will pay more for something because it looks better, or we think that because the price tag is higher that it should work better. But the reality of it is, a lot of times it's the same exact products and the same brands as men products. Women have always struggled to be financially equal with men, which gave us little to no purchasing power, which means it's very unfair for pink tax to even be a thing, to charge the people who struggled with financial stability the most and then charge us outrageous prices for the same products that men would be buying. Here's a chart that provides information about how pink tax even interferes with your paychecks. Men have always gotten paid more, we know that, but this is still a present day problem where women are receiving little to nothing and always less than men. So this article can be found on a website called bankrate.com. It is written by Lane Gillespie, in which it provides just information about the difference in pay in workplaces, men versus women. So 30% of men struggle to receive a raise within their job. Meanwhile, 41% of women struggle to receive a raise, and sometimes even just their paychecks, like their normal pay. They'll experience some cuts or hours that may not have been accounted for, and this happens quite often. So this document is from jointeconomicscommittee.gov. This is a government document about pink tax, pretty much explaining the breakdown of pink tax and why a lot of companies tend to lean towards using this method to sell their products. But it also explains that this is not a government tradition. This is more of who is manufacturing the product or who is distributing the product. They make it very known that no, this is not necessarily an illegal concept, but they're not necessarily agreeing that it's fair either. Pink tax does not always come in the ways or the shapes and forms that you would think. If there is any product that is made for women or says women on it, there is going to be a higher tax on it. So here we have some ankle support bandages, and you wouldn't really think that pink tax is required for an item like this. It's a health product, but it is. And as you can see, the purple one that has the label women's on it is going for $26.99, while the one that, yes, I can clearly still purchase as well as a man, but it does not say women on it, so it's only selling for $17.99. Here are some earplugs. As you can see, the purple one simply just says the word women on it, which means that clearly it has to be worth $5.79. Meanwhile, the ones that are not labeled at all, in which, yes, I could still use, but it does not specifically say for women, so they are $4.59, and these are both Walgreens products. Razors are always the biggest game changer. They will always, always, always cost more for women. As you can see, the ones that are big on the side for women cost $5.68, but the ones on the other side are for men's. These ones are specifically for men's, and they're only $3.48. There's not much of a difference. They both do the same thing, but one's for women and one is for men. Here we have some hotel kits. The pink one is $9.99 and the blue one is $7.59. Now here's where pink tax becomes a bit tricky. Yes, one does say hers and the others does say his, but if you look closely, they both have the exact same products. There's nothing different. There's no extra in one and there's no less in one. And it's frustrating to know that I am going to pay more for the same exact thing as a man, but he will pay less, and it's just manipulation is what it is. Now, realistically, yes, I could still buy the his and go on about my day, but realistically, as women, we're going to go for what looks prettier, and it's pink, so it's going to be the first thing we see. The pink one. Ooh, it's pretty. But if we're smart about these things, we would know that these both have the same exact products in them, and I'm not doing no damage by buying the male product. Only damage that's being done is the fact that the company or the store selling this is not going to get $9.99 from me, but they will get the $7.59. It won't be my pockets getting hurt, it'll be theirs. And then this is where things will get taxed on the male's end, but will still lead to the prices being raised on the women products. This document is from jointeconomicscommittee.com, same as the other one, but this chart is just stating who pays more and higher prices on women products. Now this will lead me into why pink tax is discriminatory as well as it is hurtful and a source of manipulation. Not to be severe on my own species of human, but as a woman, we do tend to spend money on things that A, we don't really need, B, that are very pretty, and it just takes advantage of our better judgment. Seeing as though women do have products that are in higher demand, we tend to shop a lot. We tend to buy a lot, which is one of the reasons why we have more styles in clothing than men do, or more styles in razors and things like that. But realistically, they all do the same thing. I wear underwear the same as a man does. I will use a razor the same as a man will, and I will brush my teeth the same as a man will. But because I am a woman, it's going to cost me more because I might buy those things a bit more frequently than he will. I might change out my toothbrush every 2 months while he might change his out every 2 years. And with this, it will take advantage of our pockets because we will always continue to buy new things. With this, it makes us feel a little weak-minded because companies are taking advantage of us and we're allowing it to happen because we lack better judgment sometimes. I mean, look at this. They even apply to laxatives. Laxatives. Granted, yes, these are a part of the health department, but just because the pink one says pink on it, and it says number 1 OBGYN approved, it costs more. Now, the blue one says number 1 doctor recommended, but realistically, they do the exact same thing. But it's just because they will slap pink on it, the color pink on it, and tell you that this is for a woman, you must pay more. And it's simply unfair. And this is what I mean by we have to be better with our judgment. Because if this doesn't show you manipulation, then I don't know what else will. And this is discriminatory. You put the color pink on it and you say it's for, my gender of human, So that means that I have to pay more. I didn't ask to be a girl. I'm very proud to be one, but we didn't ask to be a girl, so why do I have to pay more to be one? It's hard enough being a woman sometimes, bearing children, going through menstrual cycles, breast pains. Like, give us a break here. But overall, the point of my speech is just make sure that when you're out shopping or you're buying products, to be mindful of where you're spending your money and how. People do not care about how you feel, they care about their money. And as a woman, we have been taken advantage of for very long within the marketing community and the beauty community and everything, down to hair products, even down to the underwear we put on our bodies. So I just want you to think twice before purchasing something, because I will walk out of a store with a male's product. I do not care. So just be careful and think of your futures. These also, it messes up our money. We don't save as much as men do, which is why we have harder times buying things and having a little bit of change to go do something with our lives. So I just want you to be mindful next time you walk into a store and you purchase something off of a shelf. Look at the price tags twice and be mindful of your spending. Thank you for listening to my speech about pink tax, and have a great day.